Hi guys, today I'm here to chat all about my favorite makeup removers, some for eyes, some for the face, some that are great for both. In basically all formats, I have wipes, I have reusable, micellars, balms, oils, gels, all kinds of great options here, so you should be able to find something that will work for you. I've chatted about my favorites in favorites videos and empties, but never done like a dedicated video. So I feel like applying makeup, sure, satisfying and delightful, but there's nothing better than taking off your makeup at the end of the day. So I figured I would talk about my favorites, and if you're curious about the makeup that I'm wearing today, it is the Emily Edit the Wants palette. If my tutorial video is up on this, I will link it down below. If not, I'll have kind of a 3-4 looks, 1 palette video coming for you, but let's go ahead and get started. So firstly, I want to talk about 2 eye-specific removers. In general, I prefer a remover that just does everything for ease of use, but I have 2 that I specifically love if I happen to be wearing a really intense eye look or waterproof mascara, although I don't wear a lot of waterproof mascara, so keep that in mind. But the first that I absolutely love is the Garnier Skin Active 2-in-1 Makeup Remover. And this is kind of one of those dual, so it has 2 different solutions in here. It says that it's non-greasy. I wouldn't say it's like 100% non-greasy, but it doesn't bother me at all because I'm still washing my face after. It's not the kind of thing that I would just use. Like, I want it, I love it because it takes off all of my eye makeup, no problem. You just kind of shake it to combine it. It's super affordable, so makes it easy to repurchase, and I really love it. I just think it does an incredible, incredible job. And then another makeup remover that I love, this is like a classic. It is the oil-free eye makeup remover from Neutrogena, and this one is amazing as well. Dual serum. These are very, very similar formulas. I've had both of them kind of on and off in my life for probably like 5 years, maybe even longer for this one. It's just such a classic. But yeah, these are both really, really good ones if you're looking for something specifically for the eyes. I have 2 different wipes that I want to mention. I'm not super particular about my makeup removing wipes, but these are 2 that I really like, and again are affordable and are actually both from Garnier and Neutrogena. So the first are the Garnier Skin Active Micellar wipes. These are my favorite. Garnier does a ton of different makeup remover wipes, but these I really, really liked, and I love their micellar too. So I wanted to mention these, and then these are also just such a classic and match my nails. These are Kiss. They're kind of like the press-on, glue-on nails. These are the Neutrogena all-in-one makeup removing cleansing wipes. So this is the one that comes in the container. You can get them. They also come in travel size, which I love. It comes in like a container or a little like packet of 10, which are great for travel. I always travel with those. But these are both great makeup remover wipes. And most recently, I've been using some from Sephora collection. Those are like a rose scent, and the smell of them, it's like a fruity, juicy rose. They smell so delicious. So I mostly love those for the scent, but those are good ones too. But these I really like, and like I said, easy to repurchase, as if you run out of them, you can run to just about any drugstore to pick them up. I swear I have other brands to chat about, but let me just quickly mention this. It's one of my favorite micellars. I've tried a lot. There's others that I like. If you'd like a video solely on micellars, let me know. The reason I didn't do it, I wanted to do like a micellars for oily skin. The reason I didn't do it is because they're not the same, but like if I'm talking about say 5 of my favorites, the attributes from micellar to micellar are only going to be slightly different, so I was kind of like, is that a boring video? But one that I wanted to point out is from Garnier. I love their waterproof one, but I most recently used this one. It is the all-in-one mattifying, so it removes makeup, cleanses, purifies pores. So this I will use if I have a super heavy face of makeup on. I'll probably reach for something else, but if I have a lighter face, a lighter face of makeup, I'll put this all over my face. Or what I especially like this for is kind of in the morning after I've had a heavier face of makeup on, just kind of do a little rub of my skin with this because it doesn't leave a greasy, heavy feeling, and it does have some mattifying properties in there. So it doesn't make my skin feeling like tight or dry. It doesn't leave it like super matte, but definitely leaves less of a sheen and less kind of a residue on the skin. That's something that's more targeted for dry skin. So I really like this one, and I love the blue one too. I actually like the argan one too, surprisingly. Even though it has oil in it, I like that one as well. I like all of them. My favorite kind of makeup removers are the kinds that you can use when your face is dry and you just mush it all over your face, and it's so delightful. So my absolute favorite is the Shu Uemura Skin Purifying Pore Finished Sakura Refreshing Cleansing Oil. So I think there's about 5 in the line of this, and there's one for dry skin, there's one for normal skin. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them depending on. So this is the one that's actually for oily skin. And if you have oily skin and you're kind of scared of oil cleansers, give it a try. Besides the fact it's satisfying, it just gets everything off of your face. None of these burn your eyes. And this one is specifically made for oily skin, so it's gonna be a little bit lighter. So if you're kind of trying to dip your toes in the oil cleanser, I promise you it's delightful. I have a lot of products, obviously. I try out a lot of different things, but it's clear to see that I have been using this one, and I have another one. It's the green one. I can't remember what that one is targeted to, but that one is like on standby for when this one is finished. It's just so easy to pump it on your hand, rub it all over your face, then follow up with a cleanser. So highly recommend this one. If you're looking for a more affordable option when it comes to oil cleansers, I recommend this one from Lipidol. This is their cleansing face oil. So same deal. These are available at Walmart, and I believe most of their products are like under $10. This is also a bit of a smaller package. It's not plain friendly, it's 125 milliliters, but it is a little bit more travel size friendly if you did want to chuck it in your luggage. But this, again, same idea. It is a little bit heavier, and I can't remember what it smells like. I haven't used it in a little while. Has a little bit of a more almost mentholy scent, but it doesn't burn your eyes. Again, you put it on dry skin, so you'll put some out in your hands and then just start mushing it all over your face. And this is another really good option for a cleansing oil, but like I said, it is a little bit thicker than the Shu Mora one, but I always follow up with a cleanser anyways. Let me quickly mention a cleanser that I really like. For the most part, I should have probably mentioned this in the beginning, but it's important to remove your makeup before cleansing your skin, because not only are you not probably going to get all of your makeup off, but you're not cleansing your skin, you're removing your makeup, and then you're not totally getting down to your skin to actually clean it, if that makes sense. But I did want to mention this cleanser because it is the cleanser that I reach for when I do have on a heavier face of makeup. And similar to makeup wipes, I'm not as particular about my cleansers. Like, obviously there's some I like, some I really like, some I don't like, but I'm a little more particular on the actual makeup remover or the moisturizer or the serum or the oil, whatever it may be. But this cleanser really stood out to me, and it is the Kiehl's Calendula Deep Cleansing Foaming Face Wash. And there's actually a toner in this line. I'm curious to try the rest of the line. But what I like about it, it's formulated for normal to oily skin, but it's not like a clay cleanser. It's a clear formula. It's a thick gel, but it truly is deep cleaning without leaving that feeling of like almost too clean or like it's squeaky. And it does a good job removing any remaining residue. So it's the cleanser that I reach for when I really want to remove everything off my face. And I've had this for a long time and use it very consistently. And it's only down to here, so you only need a tiny little bit at a time because it is a higher priced item, but I really notice a difference when I use this. I have 2 more kind of interesting textured products. So the first is from Clinique, and this has been around forever, but I only recently tried this, and I actually used to be in love with the Balm cleanser from the Body Shop. They have a chamomile one, which I find very similar to this, so it's almost like a butter or something like that. And again, you just scoop into it, rub it all over your face, you get that satisfying feeling, and it removes all of your makeup. So it is a bit of an interesting texture to get used to. When I first started using that one from the Body Shop, it felt a little bit heavy because I'm so used to like lighter products or clay products, and I wasn't used to anything that had any like oiliness or any like kind of emulsified feeling, if that makes sense. But I don't want to scare you away from this because it's not heavy. Like, you're just putting it on your skin for a minute to rub things around, and that texture just does such a good job removing makeup that I really love it. So I can totally see why it is a cult classic. And if you were curious to try the other one from the Body Shop, it looks pretty much the same. Comes in like a silver tin, and it's chamomile, and I recommend that one as well if you're looking for a cruelty-free option. And then the last cleanser, I have some other products that I want to mention, kind of tools, but the last product that I want to mention is if you have oily skin and you don't like the idea of anything like a balm or an oil or whatever it may be, this stuff is so good. I love this. I think it's such an interesting texture. It's the Origins Original Skin Cleansing Makeup Removing Jelly, with Willow Herb. So this whole line is great. They make a great mattifying moisturizer. I love their like Essence-y toner, but this is like, it looks like Vaseline or something. I don't know what it looks like, but it just feels like a gel. It doesn't feel like, I guess when you rub it out on your hand, it feels more like Vaseline or something like that, but it doesn't have that oiliness or that thickness like a balm would. So if you really don't like that kind of texture on your skin, I really like this. Or even if you're just looking for something different, I think this does such a good job removing your makeup. For some reason, I didn't think it was going to be that good when I first got it. When I saw the texture, I was kind of like, I don't know, it's a little bit odd, but it's somewhere in between like a jelly and a balm. And it just removes everything. So again, with a dry face, you go in and remove it all. And this one is formulated for oily skin specifically, but I feel like kind of any skin type could use any of the products that I'm mentioning today. So this next product is something that I've talked about before, but every time I go to film like a travel video, I mean to mention it and forget it. And it's just such a good deal, and I never hear anybody talking about it. And these are the, I believe they're called like the Black Magic cloths or something. It's from Sephora collection. You get 2 of these in a package for $12, or at least you did when I first bought it a couple years ago, and I've had these for years. I've washed them over and over. I love them for a number of reasons. So it's kind of like the makeup eraser. It's like a microfiber cloth or whatever it is, and you use it to remove your makeup. So I especially love this because it's black. A lot of the makeup removing cloths are like white or pink, and you can see your makeup all over it, which maybe people want to see it coming off, but for me it just kind of makes everything look dirty and it can look stained. And I've had this for a while and it still looks like it's in great condition and it's still working. It's not the kind of thing, like, I did a whole review on it when I first got it. If you want to see it in action, I'll link to that down below. But it's not the kind of thing that I use at home personally, but you absolutely could. So I have had it for years because I do kind of more so use it for travel. And I also like it because when I'm doing my makeup, like I put makeup all over my hands and stuff. So it's just nice to have there, and it does remove all of your makeup with no solution on it. It's the material that removes the makeup off your face. So really, really love this. Such a good deal. So if you have like a Sephora order and you need like an extra $10 or $15 to kind of up your order, I highly, highly recommend picking these up. I think I only have one left, so I'm gonna pick up another one when they have another sale, I think. But 2 come in a package for $12 or $14 or something like that. And they're such a good deal. It does a great job removing your makeup. And if you're not comfortable using cloths or cotton pads, or you're trying to cut down on the amount of waste, this could be a good reusable option. Lastly, I want to quickly mention cotton pads. I don't use cotton pads a lot to remove my makeup because, like I said, I generally use a balm or an oil over something like a specific eye makeup remover. It kind of depends day to day. But if I am trying to remove my eye makeup or using a micellar to wipe it all over my face, I'll reach for one of 2 things. The first is from the dollar store. These are from Dollarama. You get 100 for $1. And I really like them. They're pure cotton, and they're not like the most luxurious ever, obviously, because they cost $1, but I really do like these, and they're just so easy to pick up when I'm at the dollar store. But recently I tried the Shiseido facial cottons and I was like, ooh, I really like it. And I especially like it for my nails, but like I said, I don't do a whole lot of wiping on my face, so I don't need anything too intense if I'm just putting a toner on. It feels like a waste to use a stronger cotton, but I do like using a little bit of a snazzier one every now and then. So these are actually the Quo. So I find these very, very similar to the Shiseido. The Shiseido are about $11 and these are about $7.50. So because I don't use it every day, it does last quite well. And these are their luxury cotton facial pads, basically exactly the same as the Shiseido. Great for nail polish, great for eye makeup remover, or if you do use something like a micellar or something where you're rubbing on your face and you want something that's gonna last, or you don't want to have to go through a couple, like say 3 of your cheaper ones, this may actually end up being a better deal if you're just using one or even half of one at a time. So I wanted to point these out because I always see them at Shoppers Drug Mart and I was always curious, and now that I've tried both the Shiseido and these, I really do like them. They definitely are a superior product, but just not the kind of thing I could venture to use every day just yet. So there you have it. Those are my favorite makeup removers. I feel like I was talking so fast. Like, I always talk so fast anyways, but I feel like I was talking extra fast. And somebody recently, it was a few months ago now, because I was talking about how I talk very fast, and someone was like, or maybe people are listening slow. And that's what I say to people now when they're like, you talk so fast. And I'm like, or are you listening slow? Because that's just who I am. I'm from East Coast Canada. I can't slow down. I can't do it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below what your favorites are. Are you the kind of person who switches up makeup removers, or do you have one that like you stick with? Because I feel like that's a very common route to go. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!